It's time to take a look at what's happening around Wyoming for Thursday, July 18th. I'm Wendy Corr, bringing you headlines from the Cowboy State Daily newsroom, brought to you by Wyoming Senior Olympics, reminding you that this year's Summer Olympics start July 31st in Cheyenne and volunteers are needed. Become a volunteer today at wyomingseniorolympics.org. The future of coal may not be as a fuel source for power plants to produce and provide electricity. Ramaco Resources Research Facility in Ranchester will help the East Coast Metallurgical Coal Company determine the quality and kinds of critical rare earth magnets buried at different layers of strata below the foothills of the Bighorn Mountains. That's according to energy reporter Pat Mayo.
There's three things that you can do with coal. One is burn it in a power plant. There's also metallurgical coal that you use in steel making. And the third thing, which is what they're really focusing in on here in Wyoming, is mine coal and then tap it to make rare earths. And this is a big project. They're estimating that they could have over $30+ billion worth of rare earths in the ground outside of Ranchester.
The rare earths find in upstate Wyoming near Sheridan is considered one of the biggest in the United States, if not the world. When inclement weather hits central Wyoming, folks who need to travel between Shoshone and Thermopolis get a little nervous. If there is significant rockfall on the highway or a major traffic accident occurs, waits can take hours and sometimes days. So Wyoming transportation officials are studying alternative routes or detours around the Wind River Canyon Scenic Byway, according to Cowboy State Daily's Jackie Dorothy.
So the Wind River Canyon Scenic Byway Resilience Study is about safety, but it's also about more. It's about what are their options? Can they make another route to go around? Will it be a full-time road, or will it just be a detour that they can use in case of an emergency? And then the question comes up, who will take care of that detour route? Will it be the county, or will it be the state, or will it even be a federal road? These are all questions that WYDOT is hoping that this study will help them answer.
WYDOT has secured a $1.6 million federal grant for the Wind River Canyon Corridor Resilience Study, part of the Rebuilding American Infrastructure with Sustainability and Equity program. One Wyoming man died and one was injured Tuesday after a semi-truck reportedly tried to beat a train to a temporary crossing on a curved Nebraska highway. The crash occurred in the far southwest corner of Nebraska, near the Wyoming and Colorado borders. But Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that there's more to the crash than meets the eye.
Authorities said it seems like the semi-truck tried to cross the tracks ahead of the train. But as I dug deeper and followed a follow-up statement by the same sheriff there in Nebraska, they said they're concerned about the railroad crossing. It's a temporary crossing that was put up so that a large feedlot could go in that area in southwest Nebraska. There was an accident there in June.
No one on the train was injured in Tuesday's crash, although both the train engine and the semi-truck were totaled. I'll be back in just 15 seconds with more news.
In southwest Wyoming, wide open space is waiting. This is how we explore it. In Rock Springs and Green River, Wyoming. Plan your adventure at explorewy.com.
There's a trend developing among Wyoming legislative candidates to skip forums and debates hosted by groups they don't like and or believe will treat them unfairly in those settings. Politics reporter Leo Wolfson says that candidates can dodge tough questions by avoiding debates.
There was 5 candidates in Fremont County who put out a newspaper ad basically saying that they would not participate in League of Women Voter forums because they believe the group is not nonpartisan as it says, but it's not just happening there. There's a few candidates in Campbell County that I spoke with who are not participating in certain events, and also a few in Trona County too.
Wolfson reports that candidates on both sides of the political divide have made the choice to skip debates, not just right or center-leaning Republicans. And forest officials continue to call in additional resources to battle a stubborn wildfire in a popular recreation area called Grays River, about 30 miles south of Jackson. The blaze has grown to 43 acres, and winds are pushing the blaze toward a community that recalls too vividly the last time a fire came their way. That's according to Cowboy State Daily's Jake Nichols.
The Horse Creek fire burning in the Bridger-Teton National Forest is about where another major fire began, and that's going back to the Roosevelt fire of 2018 that gobbled up more than 55 homes, burned almost 62,000 acres. So this is in kind of that same place.
The Horse Creek fire was discovered July 1st in the Big Piney Ranger District of the Bridger-Teton National Forest. Lightning is suspected as the cause. And that's today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting the daily newsletter button on cowboystatedaily.com. And you can watch this newscast every day by clicking subscribe on our YouTube channel. I'm Wendy Corr for Cowboy State Daily.